All right, guys, I'm going to try to give you guys the latest breaking news if my phone stops acting funny. Um, anyways, obviously, I think we all by this time know about all the big changes that occurred with Vulcan. There was a big announcement last night. If you're not on top of that, then just go to the Vulcan announcement page in Discord. Go to the Vulcan announcements. There's a Medium article. I believe Elliot wrote it. It's like a 5-minute read. It'll bring you up to speed on everything. There's been changes in the tokenomics. Pretty much in short, no longer do we have the high APY period for 6 months starting out. It's now we're going to skip straight to the fixed flex period in order to be more sustainable and more attractive to centralized exchanges and other projects and whatnot, and to give just more stability to the project and long-term sustainability. But instead of the 38%, it's going to be 44% APR plus the fixed flex portion. Now, the thing that is super interesting and that you guys should know is UK Shepsky, as usual, is freaking on top of things. If you go to Vulcan Calculator, and I feel better than I sound. I hate that my voice is like all crappy right now. I feel fine. My throat stopped hurting finally, so thank you everybody for your well wishes. I'm feeling a lot better. But UK Shepsky has already updated the Vulcan calculator. If you go to vulcancalculator.com, he has already updated it to reflect all of these changes except for the fixed flex portion, and I will read you what Bryan Legend said about that, because Bryan Legend even commented on it, because he must have saw that the Vulcan calculator was already updated. So Bryan Legend commented on it in Discord. He said, these are Bryan Legend's words, the calculator would be quite useful if it had an adjustable input field / volume slider that allows the user to adjust the daily chain volume for the flex component. The calculator currently does not have this. It is vital for it to be added, or in my opinion, the calculator is unusable and will just cause current and potential investors to lose complete confidence and interest in investment. So Bryan Legend is trying to reach out to Shepsky to add that. So that'll be really cool when Shepsky does that, because the flex portion is potentially going to be adding a lot based on the daily volume. But if you go to the Vulcan calculator as it is right now, it does not have the flexed portion on there. It just has the fixed portion, which is the 44% APR. So what that shows me is based on what I have, the Vulcan coins I had at Sacrifice, which was about 480. I'll have about 1,700 coins come March 1st. The high APY period ends January 20th in a few days, and then we will not be rebasing again until March 1st. So March 1st I'll have about 1,700, and if 365 days. Oh yeah, look at that. And then I can slide the slider thingy-majig here. If I slide it all the way to the right, that represents 1 year of rebasing with that 44% APR, and that brings me to 2,600 coins. So I will have gained 1,000 coins in rebase in a year if I just hold, and that's not including. Actually, that if all I do is hold and I don't do anything, then that is all I will get, because the flex portion, Bryan Legend cleared this up in Daniel's live this morning. The flex portion will only benefit people who are active. So if you're active that day, you will receive the flex portion. If you're not active that day, like if you didn't buy, sell, or transfer that day, you will not get the flex portion. So it's a way to incentivize activity. It's a way to just incentivize people using the blockchain more, and getting that volume up and keeping it consistent and whatnot. So if you do anything, buy, sell, or transfer, which includes bridging, that's what I heard on Daniel's live. Bryan didn't talk about it himself, so that might, you know, I guess we don't have 1,000,000% confirmation on that, but I think it includes bridging as well, because that would be a transfer. So if you do anything at all, you will get that flex for the day, which is going to be 1% of all transactions spread out between everybody. Something like that. I don't know actually exactly how that works. Let me pull up a calculator. I was reading some of Dio's stuff as well. Dio is very bullish about these changes. He said he's gonna have a long weekend because he needs to change his app a little bit. That was gonna calculate, you know, potential profits and whatnot. But he's very bullish about these changes. Dio's a smart guy. So let's say we get 100 million volume, which Dio said is pretty easy to get with a blockchain. 100 million. He says even something like Avalanche is doing like 500 million a day. So let's say 100 million volume times 1% equals $1 million. Now $1 million spread between how many holders? Let's do this. Let's say the circulating supply is 55 million. 1 million divided by 1 million divided by 55 million equals almost 2 cents. So per Vulcan coin on a $100 million day, you'll get 2 cents per Vulcan coin for the flex portion. So for me, having like 1,700 coins that day, I would get 1,700 times 0.02 equals 34. Is that right? 1,700, 3,400, 34 bucks. It's not bad. So the flex for that day for me would be $34 because I have 1,700 Vulcan coins. So it'd be 1,700 times 2 cents would equal 1,700. Hold on a second. Is that right? 1,750 times 50, 1,700. Let's see what that 1,700 divided by 50 equals 30. Yeah, it'd be 34 bucks. So the flex portion that day would be $34. That's not nothing. And that's for 100 million. Imagine if it's 500 million or like a billion. I mean, a blockchain doing $1 billion a day is not unheard of. We all know this. What if it's 10 billion? Now, what I'm wondering, because Dio told me one time, because I asked him in a live one time, was the flex considered rebasing? Was it minting new coins? He seemed to say that it wasn't minting new coins. If anybody knows, please leave a comment, and I'm going to try to get to the bottom of that, if the flex portion is minting new coins or if just the rebasing is minting new coins, because it is called the flex rebase. Sorry. It's called the flex rebase something or other. Let me look at the article, actually. Let's see if Bryan Legend's saying anything else. No, he's not. No, he's not. A lot of people oh, okay. Here he goes. APR is not. This is Bryan Legend responding to somebody saying, "Yo, Bryan, let's do 55% APY like Hex did." Bryan Legend responds, "APR is not APY. Please understand the difference that 44% APR is actually higher than 55% APY." Yeah, buddy. I'm gonna try not to forget what I was just saying about the flex, but I'm just seeing if Bryan Legend has said any other stuff. He is active right now, so let's read what he's saying. Okay, if someone could, this is someone asking, UK Shepsky asking Bryan Legend, very interesting, and Bryan Legend responds to him. If someone could clarify how the volume equates to the flex received, I can add this in for sure. I just need to be clear on how the flex will be calculated per wallet. Bryan Legend responds, vol holder percentage of total supply times 1% of accumulated 24-hour on-chain volume flex reward pool. I think that's what I figured with, because I figured at first we're gonna have a supply of 55 million, and my 1700 is a percentage of that 55 million. I don't know what percentage it is, but and so I divided the 100 million like in volume. 1% of that 100 million volume was $1 million, and I divided that $1 million by 55 million circulating supply, which gave me 2 cents per Vulcan coin is what the flex portion would be. And then I just multiplied that 2 cents by how many Vulcan coins I had, which was 1,700 on day one. So that's how I got to the $34 for me personally. And it looks like UK Shepsky's gonna get this into his calculator soon. So that guy is just on top of shit. That guy is awesome. So definitely go check out Vulcan Calculator, buy him a coffee, whatnot, and let's support that dude, because he's just on top of this stuff. Let's see if Bryan Legend has said other stuff. Always exciting when Bryan Legend's in the Discord. And also when Lucky Charms is in there, but he has not been in there in the past 2 days. So I don't know what he's been, maybe he's just sitting back. And I asked him a question too. He hasn't responded to me yet. I DM'd him. Just trying to get some more info for you guys. So, let me look at the, because I have not forgotten what I was talking about. What is it called? I'm going to the Medium article that Elliot wrote. So it's called the flexible rebase component. So that's why I'm thinking, if it's called rebase, does that mean it is minting new tokens? If it is, then granted, we're going to be rebasing for, like, I think they said it's going to take like 20 years to reach the total supply. If the total supply is still 375 billion, which I don't think we know that yet. I'm going to actually ask Bryan Legend right now. Since he's in the Discord, I'm going to ask him right now, and let's see if he will answer me. I got to find his comment. Man, that'd be awesome if he'd answer me right now. So, all right. All right, I asked him, hey Bryan, doing a video right now, can you tell me if max supply is still 375 billion? Because if it is, I mean, it'll take us, I think someone had said it'll take like 20 years to reach that. So we'll be rebasing for like 20 years. So whether the flex portion is minting new tokens or not, it really doesn't matter. It's going to be there for a long, long time. All right, Mr. No Fame said 330 million. Oh man, holy shit. Sorry for the cursing. Vortis, I did read the Medium article several times, buddy. Hey, he answered me. He answered me. Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Sorry for the cursing. That's the first time Bryan Legend's ever talked to me. Awesome. Thank you, brother. Awesome. Awesome. Man, awesome. You know how many people didn't know that? Now, granted, Daniel knew that and he said it in his live, but there were a lot of people like me who were confused about that. We just got the answer just now. Bryan Legend answered me, hasn't changed. This will allow rebasing to continue for 21 years. Fuck yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh man, awesome. 21 years. So that's how long the rebasing will last. That's how long we can expect this blockchain to be thriving and just, that's awesome. 21 years, that's a phenomenally long, that's because with the high APY thing, we were looking at like 3 or 4 years of rebasing, you know? And like, if it's completely built on this whole rebasing thing, and it only lasts 3 or 4 years, like, you know, it's kind of like a little bit of a dud, you know? But if that rebasing lasts 21 years, man, that's awesome. That's like that freaking Richard Hart, you're getting a freaking run for your money, buddy. You're getting a run for your money, buddy. And Pulse Chain, who knows when the hell that's coming out. But we know that Vulcan will be out March 1st. Because it was delayed one time. I don't believe it'll be delayed again. So, awesome. So we got the answer. 375 billion is still the max supply. We're starting with a fire pit of 83%. So that means, let's do the math on that. And also, guys, the 44% APR means you get 0.02% daily. And if you want to put that into in a calculator, you multiply your total supply of coins by 0.002. Hold on, I'm sorry. That's 0.0012. So it's 0.12%. 0.12% is what the 44% APR comes out to. And since it's a percent, it doesn't mean you multiply your total supply by 0.12, because that would be like 12%. You multiply it by 0.0012, and that is what gives you like how many you'll be making each day. And for me, with 1,700 coins, I'll be making like 2 coins a day at first. Now that might not seem like much, but what if the price gets to $1,000? Which it might, because we have a much lower circulating supply now. If it gets to $1,000, then guess what? I'm making $2,000 a day. And it's going to be compounding as well. Now, it's not going to be compounding super fast, but it will still be compounding. I mean, Bryan Legend said it'll be, the APY will be more than 55%. So with the APR being 44%, the APY will be more than 55%. So that's freaking awesome. That's freaking awesome. So cool. You guys heard it here. Now, granted, we heard it from Daniel first, but like I think everybody was wondering about that. So you got confirmation from Bryan Legend himself on my video. Now, maybe Daniel had talked to Bryan beforehand. I don't know. If he did, then we'll just give Daniel the credit. Oh man, that's so cool. So cool. And what's his face told me to read the article. I did, buddy. I read it like 5 times. All right, what else was I gonna say? I'm almost at 20 minutes. Almost at 20 minutes. So if you guys want to see all these changes, definitely go check out the article. So we know that the max supply is still going to be the 375 billion, but it's going to take a long time to get there. Now, the other thing I wanted to check, since the total fire pit starts at 83%, and the taxes haven't changed much. It was going to be 5% tax. It's still 5% tax, but it was going to be 4% of that tax going to the fire pit. Now it's 3% going to the fire pit, because 1% will be going to the treasury and 1% to the flexible rebase component. So the fire pit is still going to be growing at close to the same rate, I believe. Maybe that 1% makes a huge difference, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like it would. So I guess it'll make a 25% difference. What I was gonna do is, okay, so 17%. 17%. This is what I want to find out is what is 17% of 375 billion times 17% equals 63 billion. Now, I don't think we'll ever get anywhere close to that number because I think honestly we're going to be probably deflationary right from the start. Right from the start, because the rebasing is going to be fairly slow and the burning based on the volume is going to be fairly significant. 3% of all transactions are going to be burning, whereas we're only going to be rebasing. We're only going to be rebasing at technically, well, I mean, with the flex portion, we might be rebasing quite a bit. I don't think that supply is going to be going up that quick. I guess we'll, Mr. No Fame, he's like, haha, sorry, bro, I misread that. I was going off of starting supply. Sorry. No worries. Man, just give it up for this community. The Vulcan Seifu community, it's a real loving bunch of people. They really are. Like, look at how they came together. Yeah, they really came together to help Crypto Legend get his node back. If you haven't heard that story, that's an amazing story. I made a video about it yesterday, but I'm real bad about background noise. I was actually driving the golf cart when I made it, so it's like there was a bunch of background noise, but that's why I didn't post it. But I mean, what a great community, and everybody's so supportive. There's no community like the Vulcan and Seifu community. All right, there's just no community like us in crypto for sure. So that's it, guys. I think I'll stop it there, and if I learn anything new, I will bring it to you guys. And Discord is on fire today. Discord is on fire, and I think it's mostly positive. I think there was a little bit of fudding going on, but I think people are starting to settle into this. I think this is insanely bullish for the price. I think starting with a circulating supply of 55 million, we're going to see some price action that is going to blow our freaking socks off. So, and since the supply is going to be growing relatively slowly, I think, I mean, it'll depend on volume, but it'll be interesting to see. It'll be very interesting. I will make some more videos as soon as I can, and let's see if Shepsky's already changed it. This dude works quick. This dude works super fast. Yeah, but go check out the Vulcan calculator, definitely. It's a lot of fun to take a look at it. Let's see what the total supply will be after a year without the flex portion. So 55, it's roughly 55 million. Okay, so no, hold on a sec, hold up. I don't know how to do this. I actually don't know how to figure that out. It would take me longer than I care to do with this for this video. All right, I've been talking long enough. Thank you for watching. I post as much stuff about all this stuff that I'm learning on Twitter as I can, usually before I talk about it. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter handle is @Oliver78900, and if you can like, comment, and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. I was looking at video editing software, and it was boggling my mind, so I don't know if I'll be editing videos anytime soon, but I will be bringing you guys all the latest info I can, and I'll be honest with you guys, and just, and Bryan Legend just talked to me today, which I'm just over the moon about. That's the first time he's ever talked to me, so all right. Thanks, guys, for watching.